Since I'm a huge fan of Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford, I was very curious to try Franck Boclet's Tobacco. I have heard that it's very similar. So when it was available online at an online retailer recently, I snatched up a bottle, and we're going to go ahead and open this and compare the two fragrances together. So Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford versus Franck Boclet Tobacco, coming right up. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. If this is your first time on this channel, there's a subscribe button below. Please subscribe to this channel and click the bell icon so you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways, and that you don't miss out on any giveaways that we're doing. So today we're going to go ahead and compare, first of all, open and do our first impressions of Franck Boclet's Tobacco, and we're going to compare it to Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. And as I was saying, I'm a huge fan of Tobacco Vanille, and I find it to be something I like to wear during the holidays, especially around Thanksgiving, because somehow it works magically for me around the Thanksgiving holiday and on. So while I'm visiting family around Thanksgiving and we're prepping the Thanksgiving dinner and all that good stuff, I love to wear this. And you're out shopping grocery stores and things like that, picking up, food items to make your Thanksgiving dinner. At that time, people around you are smelling you and are complimenting you, and I get many compliments from Tobacco Vanille, and it just happens to be a great combination of tobacco, vanilla, but the tobacco in Tobacco Vanille is more ashy and dirty, kind of like burnt tobacco. Plus you have cacao in there and all that good stuff. And just a really lovely scent, and it works great when it's cold outside. So Tobacco Vanille is really awesome. Now, let's go ahead and open this up. So Franck Boclet is a German company, I think. Could be French, but I think it's German. So it's a box like this. It has lots of information on the back here. Very small. I'm not going to put my glasses on and read them. There's nothing on the bottom here. And on the sides, it seems like it's going to lift up once I take the cellophane off. But yeah, there's nothing else around it except for the back here. And of course, Franck Boclet's name is right down here, and tobacco is written right here. So it seems like a pretty nice presentation. And this was retailing for around $145 online at an online retailer. And it's 100 ml, and it's eau de parfum concentration. So, and it also says that this is from Franck Boclet fragrance collection. So I guess I should do my research and find out what Franck Boclet is as a company. Perhaps it's a designer, clothing designer, who knows? But so I was wrong. It does say Paris right here, and for some odd reason I thought this was a German company. Maybe because I saw it in Germany, in Berlin once, and I've never seen these in France. So we'll figure it out right now when we open this up. So very simple, quick, easy ripping, and that's how the box looks. And you lift up, nothing bound here. And the fragrance is in a little mesh bag like this. And in here, there's not much. So the color of the juice is actually a little darker than what Tobacco Vanille's juice is. So this mesh bag is, it's the first time I've seen a mesh bag in a box, but that's fine. And that's how the fragrance looks. Very simple bottle design, but masculine and not over the top fancy, but this is kind of tight, so it fits tight. And as you can see, the juice here. So let's go ahead and spray this and see the comparison. So I have my Tobacco Vanille here in the atomizer that I received with my decantable flacon. So we'll go ahead and spray it, one on each arm. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and spray the Franck Boclet on this arm. Sprayed right away. And I could smell that it's similar to Tobacco Vanille. And one of Tobacco Vanille because I really love it, but it's also a beast. So a little about the Franck Boclet. It was launched in 2014. For notes, you have ginger, tobacco, and plum at the top. For the mid notes or the heart notes, you've got cloves, tonka bean, and cedar. And the base notes, you've got vetiver, myrrh, and vanilla. And for notes in Tobacco Vanille, at the top you've got tobacco and pink pepper. In the heart notes, you've got tonka bean, tobacco blossom, vanilla, and you've got cacao. In the base notes, you've got dried fruits and woodsy notes. It's interesting here. Definitely, this is the very first time I've picked up chocolate in Tobacco Vanille, and I've worn it so much. But I have a feeling it's because I've sprayed this on, and this is kind of similar, the tobacco from Franck Boclet, and somehow this is making me smell the chocolate in here, or the cacao. But I've never picked up the cacao that strongly, and it's really strong here today. But as far as the two comparisons go, Franck Boclet, even though there's no mention of pepper, it's pepperier for me, and there's definitely pepper or spicy notes listed for Tobacco Vanille. But for me, this comes off a lot spicier, the Franck Boclet, and it also comes off a little subdued, not so big. The projection is not loud like a beast loudness. It's very kind of subdued, and lots of resins. To me, the frankincense or the myrrh in here kind of almost slightly reminds me of like church incense or myrrh a little bit. So it's interesting because I love this, but I also like this because it has a unique twist on this, if that makes sense. So for being a fan of Tobacco Vanille, so much of a fan, this one is still king for me. It's pretty beastly. Right now it's projecting so loudly, and it's kind of made the Franck Boclet a little more of a wimp. Maybe I didn't spray as much. Let's go ahead and spray again. The sprayer, by the way, is really awesome here. But definitely, it's a little rougher to me, the Franck Boclet, a little resinier, not so much focusing on vanilla and gourmand notes, because this has the gourmand notes of cacao and the dried fruits, of course, which I'm a huge fan of, the dried fruity notes. And it's pretty amazing here. This one goes in a different direction. More resins, as I was saying, a little spicy note from the ginger, but more like an aromatic type of spicy, a little fruity from the plum, but still a great scent, just not as beastly as the Tobacco Vanille. So it's something like where people do not like Tobacco Vanille, and I know there's people out there that don't like it. They want, because I don't know, for some reason maybe it's just too loud, it's just too much of a beast, or just they don't like tobacco and vanilla combination in the Tom Ford. You might want to give the Franck Boclet a try because of the kind of resin, the myrrh, and the plum fruity notes, and it comes off a little spicy. Like I said, it's peppery, like it almost comes off like black pepper. So it's not a bad thing, but it could be something that you might like. But for me, I prefer the Tobacco Vanille over the Franck Boclet. That's just me. But they're both great. I mean, I'll find occasions to wear this one when I want to wear this and I want to avoid the loudness. I would wear the tobacco from Franck Boclet. I mean, that's just a simple given there, because sometimes when you want to smell like Tobacco Vanille, but you don't want everybody around you to smell you as well, because that's what kind of a fragrance this is. And the fact that this is a little subdued, this would come in very handy, because on you would get the hints of that Tobacco Vanille notes along with the resinous myrrh note and the peppery note that I'm getting, the black peppery note. So that's pretty much my first impressions of Franck Boclet Tobacco and comparing it to Tobacco Vanille. And guys, what are your thoughts? Do you like Tobacco Vanille? Are you a fan of Tobacco Vanille? Or are you a fan of Tobacco by Franck Boclet? Have you tried this one? Do you prefer Franck Boclet Tobacco over Tobacco Vanille, or one or the other? Let me know your thoughts. Put a comment down below so we can get a conversation started. And also, please like this video, please share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.